Hello, my name is Titus Pinnell. I am the animator slash illustrator.
Hello, my name is Terrence Thompson. I'm the toy maker.
Hello, my name is Deontay Campbell, and I'm an independent game designer.
Yes. And welcome. This is the Ebony Artist Frontier. We are the future. And today we'll be getting on to two topics. This is the first episode, of course. And thank you for joining us. And we'll get on to two topics, which will be professionalism in the Black artistic community, as well as visual depictions of Black people in art and entertainment. I guess I'll start it off. There's basically a lot of artists nowadays who really have absolutely no idea how to conduct themselves in a professional manner when it comes to the art. Most of them pretty much think that they do what they want, and whatever they do that they want, they'll be successful at it, because they like to compare themselves to other people who they think did it their way and made it as such as rappers or so. But if you're an artist or an animator, and I'm talking about traditional artists, fine art or comic books or anything like that, and you do something like that, it's hard to actually make it doing it your way, because doing it your way, basically, you're going to be doing it the independent way. Very few people ever are successful in the independent way. And at the same time that they learn the tricks of the trade from corporate people who have been successful in the artistic community. Like if you take, for example, Disney and Pixar, use their corporate formula, those people have turned out to be successful. People who just, just do it any way they think they can, never amount to anything.
Like I would stand, and I stand in slight contingency with that, but you pretty much on the mark as far as whether you're a pro or a Joe, you're going to have, no matter who you are, you're going to have to do that whole professional practices thing. Now, I'm in the toy designer game. I'm having an extremely difficult time simply because all those guys are college-educated industry professionals. They just simply migrated to toys because they had enough viable knowledge to actually turn it into a career. And the simple thing, whether you're a pro or a Joe, you're going to have to learn that professional. You're going to have to start locating those time-tested formulas for success, or forget about it. I mean, just look at right now, as I'm a huge fan of M. Strange, like independent creators, they try to buck against the machine like it's not a war, it's not a battle. You arm yourself with the best tools. That's what it's about. Business is warfare, and warfare dictates that you arm yourself with the best tools, and you actually you exploit those tools to their fullest capacity and beyond. That's the way it works across the board, whether you're indie or whatever. These rules don't go away. And the thing is, with Black creators, they believe that their ability to produce affords them to act any way they want. The ability to produce is the first thing you learn. Just like when you go to Shaolin Temple, the first thing they teach you is not to get angry. They teach you not to get mad because everything unravels. As in the same thing, emotional reaction has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with doggone producing work. Emotional reaction is the first thing that you'll do. The one thing that will unwire you is an emotional reaction. It's not about it's about performing and making it happen. Whether you're a pro or a Joe, whether you're working on your basement floor or you're in the corporate office. Yeah. And guess what? Going in the corporate environment and learning the tricks of the trade, it don't hurt either. Whether going back to school, whatever it is, arm yourself with the best tools. Those are formulas for success.
Black people need to do that because, one, black people have an arrogance when it comes to the art. Like a lot of comic black artists, a lot of them, they lack refinement in their artistic abilities. They may have talent or potential, but they lack artistic refinement and that professional touch that would send them to the next level and that will give them a corporate job or a better leverage in the independent business that they're trying to start. I would say a lot of them shy away from school, and school is not a bad thing. Just say that it couldn't hurt you going. I myself personally was against going to art school because I said, you know what, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do it the raw way. I'm going to be so skilled that professionals are going to want me, even though I didn't go to art school like most of these people. And there's only a few people, anomalies, that make it, especially in the black community.
And I bet Thomas is one of them. Formulas, I mean, I bet you they're applying those formulas.
Yeah,
I bet
they still apply those formulas.
Those formulas to some degree.
Exactly. They still apply those formulas, but people, they need to apply those formulas because, first off, Bijan Thomas, even though he didn't go to school, he knows human anatomy. He knows the structure. He breaks down the structure of a person. Like a lot of black artists do not know structure when it comes to the drawing.
Probably the first thing he learned. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine.
The first thing he probably learned is what he needs to learn, like specifically to even. I'm sure he went to industry professionals or whatever the opportunity or dichotomy of how he got to where he is. He had to be apt to one thing, like that black arrogance. The one thing that all these black artists, they believe their ability to produce affords them to have attitude, and when criticism comes their way, like they are afforded, like a rapper, like a Kanye West or a 50 Cent, who when you talk to 50 Cent or Jay-Z, they talk nothing but business, the best tried true formulas of success. That's why they are successful, despite their content that you may put into question. But can you say they're bad businessmen? P. Diddy.
Exactly.
Can you say they're bad businessmen? They got themselves, the one thing that they exploited was when they're next to these big businessmen and paid probably hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get the keys in the kingdom for the lawyer, how to properly do this, how to properly launch that.
Exactly.
I think one of the things that affect that too, and a lot of creators have this problem in general, is we don't accept what we're bad at. A lot of creators just focus on what they're good at and assume that that'll carry them and beyond professionalism, beyond the lack of skill, and believe that they have enough skill that they can get this far. Where I think if you understand truly and accept the fact that you're not good at certain things, then it will really help you to focus on them a lot more and get to that point where you're trying to get. But with our business, the independent game scene, that is, it's a little bit different because with us, we have a stigma of actually being bad. Like, we just barely started getting out of that idea of our games being bad games. For example, most recently, independent games have started having a certain type of quality to them that or a mainstream quality to them, some people refer to it. And now it's to the point where you can actually play an independent game with confidence and know that it's at least been done with a little bit of time and professionalism instead of just thrown together. But I think that's the beauty of the independent game scene, is you can have a 12-year-old sit in his basement and make a game and know that he put a little bit of time into it. So it's kind of a weird scene because you can have anybody make anything at any time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.